Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my dear students? I hope you are fine. Welcome to English Final Revision. Okay, today we are going to make quick revision on Units 9 and Unit 10. Okay, we have some questions. Let's start. Number one, choose. We can use the sun or the wind to produce what? To produce electricity or wind or sign or rocket. We use sun or the wind to produce, yes. Number A, electricity. Question number two, space families live in the desert. Space families live in the desert. Modern families or rich or funny or Bedouin? Yes, the answer is D, Bedouin families live in the desert. Number three, do you think there is space flying cars in the future? Okay, this sentence in the future, as we said before, in future we start with what? With subject, then will, plus infinitive. Okay, when we are talking about a quick decision, في حالات استخدامات الفيوتشر will infinitive, حالة quick decision قرار سريع, it's hot, I will open the window. Okay, also we use subject plus will and infinitive when we are talking about what? About predictions in the future without evidence. في حالة وجود توقعات للفيوتشر without evidence مع عدم وجود الدليل. Okay, I think it will rain tomorrow. I think the weather will be nice tomorrow. Okay, in this sentence, do you think there is going, I'm going to be, will be, was? Yes, the answer is C. There will be. Number four, read and correct. We have a mistake. Okay, let's start. Why don't we, between brackets, going, diving next week? Why don't we? As we said before, after why don't we use what? We use infinitive. Okay, if you want to make suggestion, okay, you can use why don't we plus infinitive. So the answer is why don't we going? No, the answer is why don't we go? Number five, choose. There weren't cars in ancient Egypt. Okay, there weren't. This is negative sentence. Okay, we can use some or a lot or any or much. Yes, because we have negative, there weren't. We use any because any and negative, okay, and in questions. But some in affirmative, okay, I have some markers, okay, there are some people, okay, and so on. But any in negative and in questions, okay. So the answer is there weren't any. C. Number six, read and correct. Huda is going to phone her mom. As we said, when we are talking about the future using going to, we start with subject followed by verb to be, going to plus infinitive. Okay, let's look at the board, please. Look at the board. We can talk about the future using going to. We start with subject followed by verb to be, am, is, are, plus going to, plus infinitive. Okay, he is going to buy a new car. They are going to visit Luxor. I'm going to, okay, I'm going to buy a new car, and so on. Okay, after going to, we use infinitive. We use going to if we are talking about predictions, نتكلم عن تنبؤات with evidence مع حالة وجود الدليل. When we say it's cloudy, it's cloudy, okay? So we can say it's going to rain, okay? It's going to rain. We have an evidence in this sentence. We have an evidence عندي الدليل. So we can use going to. في حالة وجود الإيفيدنس دليل على توقع في الفيوتشر, we use going to plus infinitive. It's cloudy, okay? So we can say that it's going to rain, okay? But we can't say it's cloudy, it will rain. No, we can't say that. Why? Because we have evidence. في حالة وجود الدليل, going to plus infinitive. A prediction without evidence, توقع without evidence بدون الدليل, we can use subject plus will infinitive. Okay? So the answer is Huda is going to, not phone, we use infinitive phone. A. Number 7, tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a keyword for the future, okay? We space try when serving in the morning. We are talking about going to. We plus verb to be, going to infinitive. We are going to. D. We are going to try when serving. Number 8, read and correct. We have a mistake. It's cloudy, as we said in the sentence. It's cloudy. We have an evidence. في عندنا الدليل. It's cloudy, so we can say it will rain. We use going to. So the answer is B. It's going to rain. Number 9, the television is made space Egypt, okay? We have the space, we have the place, okay? So we can't use made of or made from. We use what? We use made in Egypt. Number 10, choose. I don't need sugar. I don't need sugar. There is space in my tea. There is what? Any, no, or an, or some. Yes, the answer is D. There is some in my tea. As we said before, we use some in affirmative, okay? Number 11, we put space panels on roof, okay? They produce electricity using the sun. We put what? Space or robot or drone or solar. We put solar panels, okay? We use solar panels. Number 12, you use space to build wall. We use what? We use bricks or ovens or taps. Yes, the answer is B. We use bricks, okay, to build walls. Number 13, read and correct. In 2050, we, between brackets, are use electric cars, okay? We wouldn't or aren't or will. We are talking about prediction without evidence. So the answer is we will use. Ahmed is running fast, okay? He space win the race. We have an evidence, so we should use what? Going to. He is going to win the race, A. Number 15, would you like to make, between brackets, himself? We have a mistake, okay? Would you like to make himself a cup of tea? We have a mistake. As we said before, we talked about reflexive pronouns. Do you remember reflexive pronouns? ضمائر المنعكسة. We use reflexive pronouns if we are talking, well, if you wanted to say that the subject did something himself without any help, okay? I, myself, he, himself, she, herself, it, itself, they, themselves, we, ourselves, they, themselves, and so on, okay? These are reflexive pronouns, okay? Would you like to make himself? No. Itself, myself, yourself. Would you like to make yourself? Okay. Choose. She did the homework. She did the homework. She, subject, okay? She did the homework, her or herself, myself, himself. The answer is B. She did her homework herself. Number 17, a space is something you sleep in when you go camping. A camel or guide or tent or journey, yes. It's B. No, sorry, C, tent. Something you sleep in, you will go camping. Number 18, I didn't buy this cake, okay? I didn't buy it. I made it. Himself or herself or yourself, myself. I made it myself, okay? Number 19, will you going to visit your relative? No, do, does, are you going to? Going to, verb to be. We start with verb to be, subject, and going to plus infinitive. Number 20, are you going to? Number 20, I would rather, as we said before, after would rather we use what? We use infinitive. I would rather play chess. Number 21, there will be any accidents. Can we say there will be any in negative? So the answer is there won't be. See, there won't be. Number 22, rock space is a dangerous sport. Rock what? Rock diving or kayaking or sailing or D, climbing. Yes, the answer is D, rock climbing is a dangerous sport. Number 24, I want to have space a car because I hate driving, okay? So I want to have A driver or driverless or drive or driver? Yes, the answer is B. I want to have a driverless car, okay? Number 24, we wear sunglasses, okay, to space our eyes from the sun, to stay or protect or check or dry. Yes, the answer is B, to protect our eyes from the sun. Number 25, I'm looking forward to space a famous player. As we said before, after look forward to, we use what? We use noun or verb plus ing. Okay, look at the board. After look forward to, we use noun, okay, or verb plus ing. Okay, so look at the sentence. I'm looking forward to, we need noun or verb plus ing to meeting famous player, okay? Number 26, what about space to the park tomorrow? After using what about, or how about, we use gerund. What is gerund? Gerund, it's a verb plus ing, okay? Look at the sentence. What about? Go, goes, going, went. What about going? Verb plus ing, okay? Number 27, read and correct. The lamp made of glass. As we said before made of or made from, we use verb to be, is or are, okay? Singular and plural, okay? So the sentence, look at the sentence again. The lamp are made of, or is made of, or made of. Yes, the answer is B. The lamp is made of glass, okay? Now I'm waiting if you have any questions. Do you have any questions? أي أسئلة؟ أي استفسارات؟ إن شاء الله الاختبار 6 أسئلة 60 درجة إن شاء الله. اوكي ان شاء الله الاختبار يكون سهل وبسيط. نراجع قواعد التو يونتس والكلمات، وان شاء الله لو في اي اسئله او استفسارات احنا موجودين معاكم على جروبات. اوكي جود باي اند سي يو.